Welcome everyone to an expectant arena which for now, whilst overseen by cloud, is dry, but which may very soon be getting pretty damp. And that may well, of course, have an impact on the game when it starts, or indeed as it develops. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So facing up here to a team that has been the league's whipping boys in recent weeks, they really are on a terrible slide.
They're actually making life quite depressing for themselves and their support. Those losses smacks of a deeper-rooted problem that doesn't look like it'll be fixed anytime soon, Peter. The club psychologist appears to be their hardest worker right now, and he must be urging togetherness and teamwork however he spins it, and they really need him to get it right for starters.
The approach does pay off here. It's a Pauli. Has been well intercepted. Brandt is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, there's a probing ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. That's going to go a long way. Pauli did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And the shot! Full contact, nothing on the shot. Well, the chance! Brandt! Now it's Fabio Silva. Aim forwards. Well, you don't know what you're doing, seems to be the message from the crowd.
Well, the fans are right. They're absolutely right. At the moment, this team is defensively clueless, and I'm not sure whether it's the manager or whether it's just the players, or maybe we're talking about a combination of both here.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Hit into the middle, climbs up big! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! There is the breakthrough! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Borussia Dortmund have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Brandt. He's in plenty of space here. Well, there is no evidence right now of the recent frailties that have affected the team around about this time in the game. It's been much talked about. Many here hoping that things will remain stable as they are now. That's really well manoeuvred. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's played forward.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Santimina. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Chukwuemeka showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite. The referee's awarded a free kick. Sabitzer. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That looks a cracking ball. Chukwuemeka. A heavy challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Entibaini gets over and intercepts.
That's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Sabitzer played out towards the right wing. Chance to deliver. And that has been cleared. Brandt. And the shot! Cleared without complication. Ooh, delicate chip through. Nice interception, well timed. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Borussia Dortmund have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Borussia Dortmund carrying a one. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a big far post.
Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. That looks a good ball through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Sabitzer, and the counter is on. Oh, super find. Borussia Dortmund suffered a frustrating loss last time, from which the boss is hoping for a reaction. Moved on forwards. Oh, Red, nice interception. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, he's found support out wide. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Schlotterbeck with the clearance, gets it away. Aim forwards. Sabitzer, clearly not happy with that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's played forward.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pressing's intense and it's paid off. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
That is lovely. Could try cutting inside here. Up he goes! Has another go! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
It's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Borussia Dortmund get a goal yet again at a time when they almost always seem to get on the front foot. And they can counter here. The alert has passed. Didn't always look as though it would.
Yeah, I felt that this was what their opponents were setting up to do, and they got away with that.
Sabitzer. A header! And it's there! And the is extended still further. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's really well manoeuvred. Santimina. Oh, they could be caught out here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Aim forwards. Defending was strong and firm. Played down the flank. Sabitzer providing an outlet on that flank. That's an excellent interception. Does really well to win the ball there. Santimina! And he should have made it four.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Goes for a shot! Schlotterbeck. It's run loose here. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Schlotterbeck. Ryerson. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, it's come loose. And that's that. Borussia Dortmund, well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Borussia Dortmund decisively doing what they needed to. I mean, let's be honest, it wasn't a fair fight to start with, so if they played to their strengths, there was always going to be one winner.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.